I got a story for you. I read it earlier, so I'm just gonna tell you. It's about rooster and a hen, and I think they're friends. Didn't really say. So they go up to the top of a hill, and they're hungry, and this hill has walnuts. I think walnuts. And hen's like, "Hey, buddy, if you find one, we should share. Like, whoever finds one, share half." Rooster's like, "Cool, great idea. You're so smart. I like you." And she's like, "Yep, that's me." And she finds one, but she doesn't tell him. So she puts it in her mouth and tries to eat it whole, and gets stuck in her throat. She's all like, "Well, crap, I'm choking. Get me water." And he's like, "Oh, that sucks. Okay, I'll get you water." And he goes to the river, boop, 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 boop. And he's like, "River." River's like, "What?" "A river." And he's like, "I need water for my friend who is choking, is going to die." And River's like, "Well, that's unfortunate. I'll give you water if you give me that scarf that person has." And he's like, "Are you serious?" Actually, no, he's not like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Oh, that makes perfect sense. Sure, I will go." And he goes over to the person. Do 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 do. And he's like, "Hello, I need your scarf so that I can save my friend from choking. My friend is choking this very minute." She's like, "Oh, okay, but you gotta get this wreath that I got hanging on a tree over there, and then I'll give the scarf." And he's like, "Oh, okay, makes sense. My friend's choking, but I'll go do your chores. That's cool." So he goes do 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 do. Probably pretty far for a little rooster, and he gets the wreath, and he gives it to the person with the scarf, and the person with the scarf is like, "Yay! Thank you. I so needed that wreath right this minute." No, she didn't say that. And then he gives the scarf to the river, and the river's like, "Great, here's some water, feed your friend." And he goes back to his friend, who's like this. His friend's not alive anymore. And that's unfortunate. The story don't end there. No. So he feels bad, and he's gonna go bury his friend. And he's crying, and then all these other animals come. And they're like, What's wrong?" He's like, "My friend's dead for reasons. I gotta go bury them." They're like, "Oh, let's help." And so he's got this little carriage with some mice, and the mice pull it. Then they come to a river. Maybe the same river. I don't know, didn't say. And mice try, but they all fall in a river, and they drown. And other people try to help get him across, and they drown. There's like a rock, tries to let him across, and falls in the water. It drowns, I guess, but it's probably okay because it's rock. And then he carries this hen across the river by himself, doesn't drown, and he sits on the other side and he cries because he's all alone and everybody dead. That was a story. It was depressing. So here's a bonus story. This cook was asked to cook a chicken, two chickens actually, for their master and guest, and the cook's like, "Oh, okay." And then they make the chicken, and they're like, "Wow, that smells good." So they eat the chicken, both of them, and then they tell lies to the guest and the master and the guest fight, and they got away with eating the chicken. Moral of the story: eat food, no punishment. So, that was some story time, I guess. I think I have to do this again later. Yeah, I gotta do this again some other time. So, I'll read more stuff for you. Bye. Bye.